7 o'clock, we'll call the meeting to order, or excuse me, 7 o'clock, we'll call the public hearing budget amendment to order. Roll call: Chisman.
Present.
Smith.
Present.
VanDorin.
Present.
Coker.
Present.
Jerry wants one.
I will take a motion to approve the agenda for the budget amendment public hearing.
I'll make a motion to approve the budget amendment hearing.
Motion by Chisman,
Second.
second by Cope. All in favor?
Aye.
Let's have a discussion of budget amendment. Budget amendment was fairly cut and dry. Showed where we discussed it, I think. Thank you. Where the expenditures were coming from. I remember we discussed that. That's right. Yep, the 4,000 in general government, which was the total governmental expenditures. The 7,500 in the business type enterprise line come out to $1,150. And you see, we're still ending with a fund balance after the amendment of $24,339. So, and that is in the black, the way we like it. So, any discussion from the public? Okay, discussion from council? All right. I will take a motion to adjourn the public hearing on the budget amendment.
I make a motion we adjourn the public hearing on the budget amendment.
Motion by Cope.
Second.
Second by VanDorin. All in favor?
Aye.
Public hearing budget amendment closed. All right. I will take a motion to call to order, or I'll take, sorry. We will call the public hearing on the change to the ordinance of the building permits, or the building code. Call to order the public hearing on the change to the ordinance. Roll call: Chisman.
Present.
Smith.
Present.
VanDorin.
Present.
Cope.
Present.
Sorry guys, I'm off my game a little bit. Take a motion to approve the agenda for the public hearing on the change to the ordinance.
I'll make a motion to approve the ordinance changes on the public hearing on the ordinance changes of the building code.
Motion by Chisman.
Second.
Second by Smith. All in favor?
Aye.
Discussion on the changes to the building code, building permit ordinance. I think everything was put in there that we discussed at the last. meeting.
I think it's pretty much cut and dried last meeting.
Yep, we got it squared away, I think, to where everything's worded in there exactly the way we want. Ina did a great job on that and preparing that for us. So, do I need to read the parts that were changed, or any discussion on that? Anybody want that read? Okay, all right. All right, yes.
We labored over it a little bit. Shall we read the thing about a fence on the property line?
Yeah, we do.
That's pretty new.
Okay.
How many fences on property lines will be built?
And that was one of the main things that we did discuss at the last special work session. On fences, no setback requirements shall be applicable to the construction of a fence at the building official's discretion. A survey by a licensed professional surveyor may be required, and a copy of the survey submitted to the city. Basically just saying, we do want, if you're gonna put a fence on your property line, we wanna know that it's going on your property. So I make sure and have it surveyed. Me being the building official and not wanting to get my butt in the ringer, I will probably, if somebody's wanting to build a privacy fence, ask for you to survey your property. And I believe a lot of the council's opinion that they would not approve anything without knowing where the property lines were. So, outside of that, I don't think we really had, that was kind of the main sticking point, I think, the last time. So, if that's all good with everybody, I will take a motion to adjourn the public hearing on the ordinance change.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the public hearing on the ordinance change in the building code.
Motion by Chisman,
Second.
second by Cope. All in favor?
Aye.
Public hearing closed. Okay, regular council meeting. Call that to order. Roll call: Chisman.
Present.
Smith.
Present.
VanDorin.
Present.
listed our resigned council member back there, yeah. I will take a motion to approve the agenda for this evening.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda for tonight's meeting.
Motion by Chisman,
I'll second it.
second by VanDorin. All in favor?
Aye.
I'll also take a motion to approve tonight's consent agenda.
I make a motion we approve tonight's consent agenda.
Motion by Cope,
Second.
second by Smith. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Okay, mayor's report. I have covered it up with all my other papers. Okay. First of all, I would like to thank Councilman Jerry VanDorin for his work digging ditches and cleaning out the culverts last week. Also, thanks go out to Leffler Dirt Works for allowing us to borrow the excavator for this. Also, thanks to City Superintendent Larry Benge for his help, former City Superintendent Gary Collett for his help with this. Councilman Kevin Smith, I know Kevin helped today. Paul Post came over and helped us out a little bit when we had a little trouble with the vehicle. And Bobby Leffler helped dig out one of the culverts there down by his property, and he also allowed us to dump some of the dirt we had left over on his property. He's going to use it. But thanks, Jerry. Thanks everybody that helped out with that. That was great. Got that going, and looks great. Heard a lot of compliments on that. What kind of brought that project on or hurried the process was the large amounts of rain that occurred through the month of May. Drainage problems have wreaked havoc on our streets for years, and we hope this helps alleviate some of those issues, letting the water flow. So there have been reports of some vandalism going on in town, so reports of beating pop machines up, tearing up things in the park. If you see anyone vandalizing any private property or public property for that matter, please report it to the sheriff's office immediately. Just don't be afraid to call the guys in. That's what they're here for. They're here to help us. So let them know. Lastly, I would like to thank the ladies from the garden club for planting the flowers and not the bushes. When I wrote my notes, they hadn't got the bushes in yet. And, they're pretty quick. They got in there and got the bushes put in. It looks really neat, alternating the bushes with the flowers there, and put a nice little barrier on the east end of the park. So lots of thanks, lots of love to the gals from the garden club. They do a super job up there. So that's all I've got. I'll turn it over to Sheriff Don Phillips for
Thanks, Mayor.
Sheriff's report.
As the mayor said, there's a little bit of mischief going on, but give us a call. We'll get right up here and take care of that. We're looking to have a new deputy start June 17th with the election and the changes in the departments. There would be a new deputy hired to basically replace retired Sheriff Mark Miller June 17th, and then we have another one starting June 24th, and then June 25th we have them starting, and they'll start field training. We have one of them slated to go to the academy in August 26th, and we have another one for January, right after the first of the year, and then one in April. So we kind of staggered them so that way we don't have everybody gone at once. So we have a fair starting here later this week down at the Wapello County Fair. We'll of course be down there, and then next week our school resource officer Chris Shattuck's going to be going to school resource officer conference up in Des Moines, getting some training up there for that new position, starting with Cardinal July 1st. So, and then on July 1st we got agencies starting with contract patrol. They're doing 30 hours a month. So kind of got a busy summer ahead of us. We had 3 new vehicles coming with, one of them is a Dodge Durango, which will be the K9 vehicle. The other one's a Dodge Charger. It's gray in color, and then another Dodge pickup. So they're coming after July 1st, and we'll get them outfitted here this summer and get ready to go. I'm assuming that Marty's maybe told you that instead of 1 K9, there's going to be 2. So we're really looking forward to that and getting both of those up and going in September, October, and really looking forward to the changes. And I've instructed them that that's not their partner to ride around with them. That needs to be doing something, so hopefully, maybe we can deter some of this drug issues a little bit.
That would be awesome. Yep.
So that's all I have for you, if you have any questions for me.
I want to congratulate you on your chief deputy we met.
Yeah.
Seemed like a great guy. I hadn't met him before.
Thanks.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, real personable, and kind of got to know everybody and talk to everybody. Marty was, he was really nice to get to know. And,
It's a tough decision, you know. All of us, I think, are pretty personable and good guys, but you know, that's who I thought would do the best job representing me if I'm not here, I guess. And so,
Seemed great.
well, thank you.
Yep. Thanks, Don.
Yep.
Appreciate it. Any public comment? Remember, this is limited to 2 minutes per person about items on the agenda this evening. Yes, sir.
I'd like to say one thing. I watched all of you put those hours in, and I think Jerry was even out there at 3 o'clock one morning that he couldn't sleep. It's really appreciated, and I hope the townspeople appreciate it. I see what's been happening here in the last 2 or 3 years. You said we're in the black. That sounds good too. So I just congratulate the council members and everybody here. The clerk position, you all know, was very unstable over the last 5 or 6 years, and now it's stable. Got somebody that knows her business, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you for a good job.
Thank you, Chad. I appreciate it. Any other public comment this evening? All right, we'll move on. Old business, resolution 19.6.10.1, appointment of a new council member. Okay, I think I recommend that we appoint Kimberly VanDorin to that vacant council seat. I believe, thank you. Oh, okay. I have one of those. I'll take a motion to appoint Kimberly VanDorin.
I'll make a motion to appoint Kimberly VanDorin to city council.
Motion by Smith. Second by Chisman. This resolution will do a roll call. Chisman.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
VanDorin.
Aye.
Cope.
Aye.
Motion carries. Kim is out of town on business right now, so we will swear her in electronically this week. Do it over the phone and get her sworn in so we can get that turned in, and she will start immediately when she's sworn in. So that's awesome. Jerry, you'll have to thank her for us, because if we don't see her between now and then, just talk to her on the phone. Really appreciated that we have her taking that seat. So
Congratulations again on a wise choice.
thank you.
I was going to say, thank her for stepping up and taking the responsibility to fill this, because we don't need an election right now and for such a short period of time, so that was money savings.
She's at every meeting and knows more what's going on than anybody in town, so I thought that was, she was definitely the best person for the job there. So, yep. Thanks, Kim. See you soon. Okay, resolution 19.6.10.2, budget amendment number 2. We discussed that and in the public hearing. I'll take a motion to approve budget amendment 2.
I make a motion that we approve resolution 19.6.10.2, budget amendment 2.
Motion by Cope,
Second.
second by Chisman. Roll call, Chisman,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
VanDorin,
Aye.
Cope.
Aye.
All right. I'll trade you. All right. Item C, resolution 19.6.10.3. Oh, yep, you did. 19.6.10.3 ordinance revision. This is the ordinances pertaining to the building code. I will take a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion, we approve, resolution 19.6.10.3, ordinance resolution.
Motion by VanDorin,
The second.
second by Chisman. Roll call. Chisman,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
VanDorin,
Aye.
Coe.
Aye.
We'll get her signed. Okay. Resolution 19.6.10.4. I have that one here, I think. Yep. The Chisman property, as you know, Bob bought a property from us there last year. And he's gonna go ahead and donate that, or give that property back to the city so we can rebid it. I can read the resolution if you'd like. Is that okay?
That's fine with me.
Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Blakesburg, Iowa, whereas the Blakesburg City Council agrees to accept the property at 310 and 312 Hickory in the City of Blakesburg from Robert Chisman. The property be returned as set out in the original agreement, that the property would revert to the city if improvements stipulated not completed within 1 year. Robert Chisman voluntarily returning the property to the city. Passed. I will take a motion to approve Resolution 19.6.10.4.
I'll make that motion to approve resolution 19.6.10.4.
Motion by VanDorin,
Second.
second by Smith. Roll call. Chisman.
I wonder, since we do have 4 people tonight, if I should abstain on that.
He needs to abstain.
I don't know whether it be construed economic benefit to him.
I would think so. I would think so. If you want to vote yes, Bob, I don't think there would be a,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, I will vote yes.
Aye. Smith,
Aye.
VanDorin,
Aye.
Coe.
Aye.
Let's have it.
And thank you, Bob, that puts money back into the city, so.
Yep, we appreciate that.
My enthusiasm waned over the winter, and that's the only statement I'm gonna make.
That's enough said.
Yep. Completely understandable. Okay, new business. Resolution 19.6.10.5, summer office hours. Be resolved by the City Council of the City of Blakesburg, Iowa, whereas the Blakesburg City Council approved the establishment of the following office hours for City Hall effective June 17th, 2019. Monday, 10:30 to 5 p.m. Tuesday, 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Wednesday, 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Thursday, 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. And Friday, 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. I would take a motion to approve Resolution 19.6.10.5.
I make a motion, we approve Resolution 19.6.10.5, summer office hours.
Motion by Chisman,
Second.
second by VanDorin. Roll call. Chisman,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
VanDorin,
Aye.
Coe.
Aye.
Transfer of funds. We have just some fund transfers. I'm gonna talk with Ted at the Department of Management. Got the green light to move some money here to help the negatives that were in the fund balances. We are, be it resolved, the City Council of the City of Blakesburg, Iowa, whereas the Blakesburg City Council approved the transfer of various funds from the local option sales tax to the general fund, $5,600, from garbage to employee benefits, $3,500, from garbage to debt service, $4,500, from sewer utility to sewer fee, $24,000, and from the emergency fund to general government, $1,050. would take a motion to approve resolution 19.6.10.6.
I'll make a
Transfer
motion.
funds.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 19.6.10.6, transfer funds.
Motion by Smith,
I'll second it.
second by Chisman. Roll call, Chisman,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
VanDorin,
All right.
Coe.
Aye.
This last resolution, something that was kind of recommended to us to do possibly, and I think some other cities are doing it. And I'm just going to give you some numbers before we do this. The proposed increase from Alliant Energy of 25% on everybody. That, number one, affects everybody that uses electricity. So get into those numbers. I mean, you just figure what you're paying for electricity and your 25%. And then think of what the city then and the county and everybody else, they're also going to have to pay that rate increase. So what do we pay in electricity roughly every year?
Monthly, we spend about 1,200.
So monthly about 1,200. So where that gets us to where we're spending about 14,400 every year on electricity as a city. We will also have to incur that 25% on top of that. So now you're talking, where's that money going to come from? Okay, so Jane, you have a question? Maybe?
Yeah, I thought municipalities were going to get charged almost 80%.
I think it says non-residential is 14%.
So I guess it would be, all right, I apologize, I was maybe having my facts a little screwed up, but 14%, still is a 14% jump that,
So the municipalities is not going to be 80%.
no.
Okay.
So she's saying that, yeah, it's on this sheet, it does show 14. I'm sorry about that, I was kind of spewing.
But it was just 10% last year, wasn't it, to everybody?
I know there was a hike last year too,
Yeah.
but anyway, what I'm getting at is the city's gonna have that burden too. So then that money has to come from us to pay for our electricity from somewhere.
Yes.
So then you have, I mean,
It'll have to go down.
like I said, it'd be like
That's on
that,
them.
yeah, all that comes out of the general fund and our public safety comes out of the general fund, our library services. I mean, you guys, we've discussed, I think, a lot of times what all the masters the general fund serves. You go ahead and tack that extra on to that. It's got to come from somewhere. And like I said, the county is going to be in the same boat where they're going to. We went to the emergency management meeting last week, just for a little frame of reference, and the energy costs in Wapello County, in particular, are so high. We're told that if the John Deere plant that's in Ottumwa was in Oskaloosa, they would save $650,000 annually. That's just the difference in energy costs between Mahaska and Wapello.
Probably was, I won't get into that too much, there probably was it going to be manufacturing? I'm not even sure. There was a
company was going to come
from
in
Sweden that looked into Wapello County. Wapello County apparently there were two in the running. Wapello County was one. They went to Alliant, Nebraska due to low energy cost. And the number we were heard was $2 million a year less.
They were going to save $2 million.
So it's costing, and I remember years ago, Schaefer was, Fort Madison must have been in the same situation. They lost Schaefer Penn. They were losing industry to other counties because their rates on energy when they were so high. I can't remember the numbers Jerry run just on Indian Hills.
Yeah.
What they'd have, it was a lot.
I think it was another 80,000.
Yeah, 80,000 a year just on the rate increase they take was going to be, so somebody's going to pay for it. And
So what we're doing here is, what I'm asking you to do is, we're going to be it resolved by the City Council of Blakesburg, Iowa. The City of Blakesburg has resolved that we are opposed to your proposed rate increase of 25%. This would have a bad impact on the residents of Blakesburg with their increase in their rate and their increase in city costs. So we intend to send this to Alliant and just let them know. I know, like I said, a lot of the other cities in the county are doing this, and I think in the state, from what I gather, there's just a lot of cities are doing it. So I guess now, after all that, I'm asking for a motion to approve our letter to Alliant Energy.
I make a motion that we approve resolution 19.6.10.7.
Motion by Coe.
second.
Second by Smith. Roll call, Chisman.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
VanDorin.
Aye.
Coe.
Aye.
Something along those lines, so everybody, there's not many people in here, but people watch it on the internet. It would be nice if just townspeople or anybody would write the same letter. I mean, we need lots of people to write these letters. And you're in Wapello County. I know the city of Atumwa, I mean, this is going to be a huge burden on them. And we've been in very good standing with them. I mean, through the emergency services, they helped us out with the trees and cleaning out some culverts and stuff when we had them floods, when we had that tree damage, storm damage. So anybody that would write this, I mean, it's just it's a no-brainer, but help everybody out if we can.
Do we have an address or a contact that we can send out?
The Iowa Utility Board, I'll get the address. I think I'm gonna sit down and call a couple of senators and congressmen.
Can we post that out on
Yeah,
the front door so people can come up and
we'll
look
get
at
that.
it?
I think they're gonna want it to go to the Iowa Utility
I
Board.
believe so. as
Either
well.
that or I know somebody will make sure that gets to them.
But we'll get that, yeah, we can get that posted on the front door, so if anybody wants the address, we'll get it up there so everybody can see it. And like Jerry and Kevin said, talk to anybody higher up the chain as far as you can go, and let them know that it's gonna hurt.
Well, supposedly, this increase is to convert to wind energy and
That's what they're,
turbines and so on.
yeah, is,
Windmills.
yeah.
My feeling is, look at your own budget and take the money out of what you get now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're in the business of making money.
Yep, they get pretty good chunk.
I guess I'll make some points with Don. I'd rather see the county buying him a new car than getting ready to
All right, guys, I'll take a motion to adjourn tonight.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn the meeting tonight.
Motion by Chisman.